It is Miss Joy Polliard, Mompreneur, making it happen. And today is January 1st, 2025. And let's just say yesterday was definitely a productive day. So, as a reminder, starting a series in regards to making it happen as a mompreneur because people always ask me how am I so consistent when it comes to my goals and how do I stay motivated and like how do I show up every day, right? And wear the many hats, mom, daughter, just friend, working, navigating life, and balancing it all. So here's to making it happen as a mompreneur. So yesterday I set out a goal to achieve many things. And I did pretty much everything on my list except for two things. So there's a tradition in certain cultures to like clean, everything and have the house clean, bringing in the new year. So I did manage to work and still do laundry, mop the floor, vacuum. And the beautiful thing that I was reminded of yesterday is the power of starting small because I literally was like, you know what? I'm only going to vacuum my bedroom. Because I was like, sometimes we look at the whole picture and then we get discouraged. But I told myself, like, what if I just vacuum the room and then I would break it up and then, do it throughout the day. But literally, baby, once you get going, once you get started, you get going. Once you get going, it gets good because I literally went from vacuuming the room to vacuuming my daughter's room, the hallway, the living room, the kitchen. And before you knew it, less than 10 minutes, the whole house was vacuumed. I mopped, I cleaned the bathroom. Like it was a very productive day. And then I knew I needed to wash my hair and I got discouraged because it was like 4 o'clock. Well, it was like 3:40 something. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to go pick up the girls. And, I'm not going to have enough time. And I just was like, well, I have enough time to wash it. So I was like, if I don't have enough time to dry it, then I'll just dry it later on. So I literally just went, did a quick wash, and I have a photo shoot today. So you'll be able to see some of the clips. I'll post maybe I'll do like a little slideshow next video and just show some of the highlights or clips from or behind the scenes from the photo shoot. So that was another important thing was getting my hair washed, getting my hair styled, and also doing my daughter's hair because I've done many photo shoots before, and sometimes I find the best quality are the ones that are on the phone. And because you don't have to do a lot of editing, because sometimes you think you're taking great pictures on a professional camera, but then when you go to like put it on the computer and you're looking at the photos, some of them are dark, some of them are like not great, like they're grainy, then you got to be trying to edit. And I'm like, iPhone out the box, pictures be looking nice. Maybe I might have to crop or press one little button, add a little filter on it, and whoop-de-doo, we got it. So I am looking, so I had to do my daughter's hair, fix her hair, and make sure that we are looking good like the boss family that we are for our photo shoot today. So I'm excited. The only thing that I did not do that was on my list to get done yesterday was every year I write a letter to myself and kind of like reflect on what went well, what didn't, and what I look forward to for the new year. And this year I decided to add a letter to God because I felt like there was so many battles that I fought so many times that I got discouraged so many times that I wanted to give up. But God is so faithful, and his grace and his mercy like sustains us to the point that when everything started working out, I see why God made me wait. I see why God was like, hold on, is this what you really want? Because sometimes we ask God for things and we act like we really want it, but then when we get what we want, we try to double back. Then we're questioning the blessings that God has given us. So I'm grateful through all things that all things work together for the good. And so I need to do that this week. I need to write a letter to myself. I need to write a letter to God, and I need to solidify and write down tasks for like a to-do list for my goals. Because one thing that I notice a lot of times people do is that we'll set goals and then we're like, oh yeah, I want to like lose weight. I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. Or I want to start my business. I want to start my business. Like, we keep talking about the big goal, but like, we can dream big, but we got to start small. So I'm going to, hopefully I pin in the description box below a resource that I created, which is a goal getting guide. Because oftentimes people tell you how to set goals, but we're going to talk about getting to the goals. Okay. So it helps you break down those goals into items, like tasks that you can do. And then maybe every week you pick one item from that task, because oftentimes we want stuff to happen so quickly that we get lost. But what if we just worked on the one task or two tasks per week? And then once we get in the groove, then we can increase it. And then before you know it, boom, the goal is here, right? We've accomplished it. So I'm going to be writing down, we'll say maybe 2 to 3 tasks for my big goals for 2025 first quarter. I stopped setting annual goals. I stopped really doing vision boards for the year. I kind of just, I would say, who am I? So I want to say maybe last year, the year before last, I saw on Pinterest where someone created like a aesthetic vision look board of like how they wanted to dress, what they wanted to look like. So it's like that next level version of you. And I did that, and I kept it as like my screensaver on my phone. So every time I would look at the phone, I would be reminded of the next level joy. So I think I might update that, but I've been setting quarterly goals. Shout out to the book 12-Week Year. That really changed my perspective on getting to the goals, on, annual plans. A lot of times we give ourselves too much time to accomplish goals, and then we don't get it done. So, sorry, feeding the baby. So the goal is to give myself less time. So set smaller goals, or it could be a sub goal. So let's say a big goal for 2025 that I have is to declutter my house. Now, what does decluttering my house look like? Right? Because that can encompass so many things. So what if I set sub goals that, January would be all about decluttering the kitchen, because I start off with things that I use the most or common areas. So January could be about decluttering the kitchen, and maybe the first week of January, it's cleaning out the fridge, like taking everything out the fridge, doing a deep cleaning and putting things back in that are going to be used. And then February could be about decluttering the living room or just the utility closet. And then March could be my bedroom. And then April could be the linen closet. Oh, April could be April's room. Yes, by April, we're going to be decluttering the princess's room, because, yeah, we got to get some of them clothes and shoes out there. We got to donate some stuff. Right, April? Yes. Okay. So. And only there's two shoes that don't fit me. I know. We're going to get rid of the shoes that don't fit you, and what else? And what the clothes that are too short for me. And we're going to save some for Juju? Yeah. Okay. So are you going to pick out the ones that you want to save for your sister? Yeah. Great. But then you can't tell her, that was my shirt. That was my shirt. You can't tell her like everything was for you. Okay. So a sub goal would be every month focusing on one area and getting it done. And oftentimes too, one way, because I did a workshop recently and people were like, well, how do you beat procrastination? And I was like, yeah, I'm a big procrastinator. I work good at the last minute, and I know that words have power. So I started telling myself there's no such thing as procrastination. There's only prioritizing, and we're prioritizing things that are not priorities. So if I know that my goal is to declutter the kitchen, instead of me scrolling on social media all day, or while I'm watching YouTube in the mornings, maybe I could be working while I'm watching and knocking it out, because we have the time. We just don't have the discipline, or we don't have the focus. So that's enough for today. Maybe we'll do a workshop one day about, prioritizing over procrastination or something. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. But yes, it was great chatting with you. Let me know, what are some of your goals for the year? Do you set quarterly goals? Do you set annual goals? Have you created your vision board? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, ta-ta.